Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Yeah, and I've got Fjortoft is here, Julien Laurens, Shaka Hislop, Craig in his humble brag.
Yeah.
Well, Craig, if you just came off the bench, would you take a penalty?
I don't know. I don't come off the bench.
I never came off the bench. I started.
No, I never came off the bench.
Well, that's very much what you alluded to.
Really?
Hey, Jan, someone's slid into my DMs today with a selfie that they took with you at Oslo Airport. They said you were very rude.
I'm opposite. I'm the most polite Norwegian you've ever seen. There we go.
Yeah,
I look very rude. I look very rude there, don't I?
Yeah. You look like you're about to punch him or poke him. One of the two.
He wasn't actually travelling, Jan.
Yeah, just hangs out at the airport.
Stands at the airport.
I am this Tom Hawk. Tom Hawk. This film with this guy
Tom
who's
Hanks,
stranded
yes.
Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Tom Hawk.
Yes.
Tom Hanks. I'm that guy. I'm playing the sequel to that film.
Yeah, what was it
I'm
called?
just
The Terminal?
there.
Is that what it's called?
I
think it's called The Terminal. Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's when the visa doesn't work and then he's stuck in living in the airport, based on a real story. There we are.
So
beautiful.
good.
Oh,
Impossible.
Pardon? That was Mission Impossible. That's Tom Cruise.
We're getting all kind of talks mixed up by this.
To be fair.
This is like an old man. What?
I blame Jan for
To
that.
be fair.
Confused. That's Tom Cruise. You meant Tom Hanks?
Hey, yeah, for everything.
Tom
But
Hanks.
Tom
Dan,
Hanks. Yeah.
Yes.
But Dan, the other day, I mean, sometimes you have to love X, former Twitter. They put out a photo of me looking, and they meant that I look like Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney just celebrated his 80th birthday. And I had to laugh, but I had to laugh because when I see myself in the mirror at airports, I do look like an 80-year-old. So that was quite good humor, I think.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and do you get the normal question that I get when everyone who watches the show comes up to you and says, is Craig really that grumpy?
No, they say he's so nice, isn't he? He is just a soft-hearted man, isn't he? And I say, yes, he is. This is just a face that he puts to the world.
Yes.
Castaway.
Yeah. Castaway. Wilson. I can imagine Craig get angry at Wilson.
Oh, goodness me.
Gutter when he gets back and his missus is remarried.
People may not have seen it. Oh, spoiler alert now. They might be saving Castaway for a night.
Right, all right. Choke of that, Shaq, innit?
Yes, Craig, yes.
For the boys, this is good for you because, Jules, you didn't get to talk about Arsenal. After another shaky Raya performance, surely Arteta must now look to Ramsdale to ensure stability in the back. Prediction on Arteta's upcoming selections.
No. I saw Shaq and Jules talking about this.
What?
Sunday.
Yes, but... We're talking about
Julian
we're talking about
Sunday,
today's Superman.
If you had bothered your backside
I did watch it, but things have developed since then.
Taken a day off.
Things have developed.
Jules said, and I agree, at this moment in time...
Don't speak for Jules. He's here now. He doesn't need you.
Jules.
You just said.
He said it 48 hours ago.
Well, maybe he's changed his mind after Raya's Superman impression where he almost knocked it into the back of his own net.
No, nothing has changed. Nothing will change for now. Craig is right, and I think this is what he was going to say. There's a reason why Raya is there.
But
it's true. It's true.
No, but I have to ask Shaka. I mean, every player need to have the security to do a performance. What's wrong with you goalkeepers? You have two. You compete with Ramsdale, and you start doing mistakes all the time. Arteta is saying, well, it's an open competition, anything could happen, and now he looks like, I mean, what's wrong with you goalkeepers? This is competition. Will you have a guarantee of 38 Premier League games? Is that what you want? Shaka, tell me!
I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, are you in a hotel room?
He's been locked in a room for...
Imagine if you're in the room next door, you can just go, Shaka, tell me, what's wrong?
The room next... They've just phoned reception.
What is this thing?
Isn't the bathroom at the airport? Isn't the bathroom at Oslo Airport?
A striker wants to have... A striker and any player wants to have the security, and Raya got a bit competition with Ramsdale, and it looks like he's never been in goal before. What's going on, Shaka? Tell me.
I asking the wrong man. I said all along that I think Arteta's handled this really poorly. And he's boxed himself into a corner.
Why? Competition. There's competition of the goalkeeping position. then produce, please. What is Arteta done wrong? I'm not with you, Shaka. If you want to win the league in England, you need 2 goalkeepers, but they can't handle some competition. What's wrong with you keepers?
You've just spent 5 minutes telling Shaka why goalkeepers are causing a problem. Now you're saying that.
Craig.
Let's hope your internet goes down.
No. Craig, don't be stupid now. You're not stupid. You're just acting stupid. This is nothing to do with that. I'm just saying you have 2 good goalkeepers. Okay, that's fair. But why isn't that goalkeepers can't take a competition without looking insecure? That's what I'm asking. I'm with Arteta.
Well, I'll to answer your question, as I said from day one, once Arsenal bought Raya, that Arteta needs to establish who's his number 1 and who's his number 2.
Why?
I'll get to it. I'll get back to it because I've said it 3 or 4 times already this season. No, goalkeepers do not perform well when you feel you're 1 mistake away from getting dropped.
No human being is doing that, Shaka. That is the same for everybody. As a striker, you need a confidence.
So to your question, say who's your number 1, give that player your confidence and let him play. I said from the get-go, do not make that mistake of, well, I've got 2 number 1s and I'm not sure, and then he come out with this, and again, I just can't move past this idiocy. Well, I might change the goalkeeper during the game when I want to change tactics. That's just ludicrous. And as a result, you have Raya playing within himself, feeling that he's 1 or 2 mistakes away from getting dropped, and as a result, is playing with no confidence.
That is another discussion, what Arteta said or had not said. The problem is, when Thomas Tuchel would say, no, I know Harry Kane is my number 1 striker, so Choupo-Moting, sell him. Sell Matthijs Tel. We just need 1 striker. Because Harry Kane needs his confidence at Bayern. I needed my confidence. Craig Burley needed the confidence to play. What's wrong with goalkeepers that they don't have confidence is of a competition on the places? That's my question to you, Shaka. Not for you to repeat what you've said from day 1.
Oh, God. And your room service is there.
I honestly don't know what else to say.
I'll tell you what, can you imagine, see at the start of this season, if we said to you 3 months into the season, all we're going to be doing is talking about goalkeepers, what would you have said?
Happy days.
So,
But then no one's listening to you despite you being a goalkeeper. Right. I know, that's the thing. Like, you don't chip in with striker advice, do you?
Well,
you know what?
Never.
We tried to get hold of you Saturday to talk about David Raya's possession for the Modric shank.
I was flying back. I was on a flight back.
Well, that's no excuse. Get the pilot, radio in. Anyway, come on.
For Craig, why did Manchester United sign Mount? He doesn't fit into the team. Unless Ten Hag wants to play like Pep, 3-2-4-1, 3 at the back, Amrabat, Casemiro in front of them, Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho on the wings, Bruno, Mount, Eriksson through in the middle.
Oh, my God.
That's a
well, look, I never quite saw the big push for Mason Mount at that price with other positions that I think were more important. But I still think he's a good player. I just think he's had a difficult start at a team that are not playing well. And so he's not been alone. But yeah, there's a big pressure on him. And fair play to him. He wanted, he could have been comfortable at Chelsea, but he wanted to go out and make that move away from London. But yeah, for what was it, 60 million or thereabouts? That's a lot of money that Man United, for once, didn't have a lot to spend because of financial fair play and a load of other stuff. Were left hanging in 1 or 2 other positions. So a bit like Havertz at Arsenal in some sense, is that we fail to see at the moment where it's all going to fit in, apart from in the squad.
Who's making strange noise?
I would imagine it's in a hotel room.
Jan, are you drinking something at the moment? What are you doing?
No.
Kool-Aid.
Sounds like you're drowning.
Room service have arrived.
How come you always manage to set your camera up with the door in the back?
He likes it.
It's got 4 doors in that room.
That is light. this is about lightning, Craig. I mean, there's so many challenges you have to learn today. So this is lightning, and that's what Jules and me knows, because we are traveling around, not just sitting and talking about that restaurant you're seeing in USA, my friend.
Oh, well, there we go.
In the dark a little bit.
Jules is a bit in the dark.
Yeah,
He was
lightning is not good, to be honest.
Jules wasn't expected to do extra time. Jules, was anyone else interested in Mount?
No, certainly not as much as United, who, like Craig said, really chased him. They put, I think, 4 bids in to get to the amount that Chelsea, in fairness to them, played this one really well to get as much money as they wanted for a player that was coming down towards the end of his contract, really. I still think that Ten Hag wanted someone like a runners from midfield, whether that was to press, whether that was to make those runs from deep. All that activity, all that energy that Mason Mount has. The problem is he's been injured. This is a team at United right now who doesn't function well, who's not working well. We saw that again tonight, despite the win. So it's been difficult for him even to settle. I think it would have been difficult for anyone to settle. So give him a bit more time. I agree with Craig. There's still a good player in there, but he wanted to go to United. They really wanted him. He was the top of their list, and he really wanted to go there. So let's hope for them that he can work.
Shaka, how big is a game like today for keeper like Onana? Is this game and penalty save just what he needs to bring the form back to the level everyone expects?
Absolutely. I think
Jan disagrees.
I think he needed that just to get some of the Man United crowd off his back. A lot of concerns, understandably, with his performances so far, and needed that. And again, time will tell, but I think that's a step in the right direction. Needed that.
And they're so lucky, Manchester United, that if he gets injured, they have a goalkeeper that nobody knows about. So that is good management, isn't it, Shaka, to follow your argument?
Wow.
What was my argument? That's not my argument! Goodness me!
For Jan, is this Bayern Munich team better than the Tottenham team Harry Kane was on that went to the Champions League final in 2019?
I can't have an exact answer to that. I think it's interesting to see now that everybody says that Tottenham is better without Harry Kane. If they had Harry Kane this season, they would probably have won the league.
I don't think anyone's saying that, are they, Jan? I don't think anyone's said that. I think that's a bit of a straw man's argument.
There's a lot of people saying that in my hotel room. There is a lot of people saying that. But I think that Tottenham have showed that they're coping, but I think they have a brilliant manager, and Harry Kane will have been brilliant there too. I think that Harry Kane could take Bayern Munich. I'm not saying that will favour it to the Champions League, but I will take them very close to the Champions League final. Very close.
All right then, Jules. Your boys got a big final, yeah? Obviously, he's a big footballer. One of these three can come in and give it a motivational speech. Who are you choosing between Craig, Shaka, and Jan?
I mean, to start with Shaka, really, I only have one thing to say to Shaka. Shaka, tell me, Shaka, tell me. Not sure about the speech. Greg would get them like a rollicking. I go for Jan. Jan can make it fun as well. I go for Jan, and Jan would take selfies with them, pointing at them, all of that. So I'll go with Jan.
Well done, Jules.
As an opponent.
What?
That's right. It's all right. We're live. Oh no. Okay. Has an opponent ever scored a goal or a piece of play so good that you just had to applaud them?
No. No.
Right.
What are we going to do? And applaud somebody on the field scoring against you?
I don't know. This is the question.
Stupidity.
Stupidity? That takes me to Jan.
I've scored some goals where I've applauded myself because they were so good, of course. But no, but I think what Craig is trying to say is that you can't do that on the pitch. I mean, I was when I came to England, we we have the players' lounge after the games, and you could go over to someone, talk to the opponent. You were the opposition in the same kind of bar. Of course, that is not allowed anymore. But still, you can then go over to them and say, what a great goal. Because I think that although you will never do that, you will never applaud it, you will never have that body language on the pitch, but you can still see greatness on the pitch. I remember when I played against Manchester United and Eric Cantona was in the midfield, I was thinking, how is that man always all on his own on the pitch? How is he doing his movement? He's always, when he gets the ball, he's always got time on the ball. So you kind of see that, but you will never applaud it.
Does Gab make you applaud him at the end of the Gab and Jules podcast, Jules?
Definitely not. I mean, I don't even know what I would clap for, really. I mean, just to boost his ego. Well done, Gary. Great show, Gab. Really, like.
Are two of them never on the show together anyway?
They're on Monday, one off.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, it's a one-off.
Oh,
It's a special one.
That's the cutie speak. That's Jules' cutie speak. And then that's also 5 seconds.
Wrap it up.
Can you imagine?
Wrap it up, Jules.
Light off.
Can you imagine the supporters? It's difficult enough to win over supporters without you being seen applauding an opposing player scoring. Can you imagine when Gascoigne scored that great goal at Wembley against Scotland and all the Scotland players going,
I was well.
Don't go back to Scotland. Prediction for the Manchester derby, Jan. Keep it quick.
I will say 2-1 Manchester City.
Jules?
2-0 City.
Craig?
3-1 City.
2-0.
For Shaka, what do you think about Garnacho scuffing the penalty spot before the Copenhagen penalty?
Did he do that?
Well, apparently, I didn't see it, but apparently...
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Should be, I don't know, I can't remember.
Oh, no.
That's not very nice, is it?
Would you do it?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do it?
I'd do it, yeah. Well, you wouldn't quite that far.
Come out there, but you
Dig a hole.
Need a
You do
rest. I'd need a rest.
Well, you do it. You do anything, but you're not going to get away. You're unlikely to get away with digging a little hole there or doing something.
well, he clearly did.
It's a bit like the goalkeepers that used to come out. I remember Dave Besant at Chelsea had been booked for marking the 6-yard.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It didn't. Was it Tim Flower who got
That's
done
what-
with that, where it hit it and went past
Yes,
him?
it was Tim Flowers. Yeah.
With Stan.
Was it Stan
calling
or
the shot?
Cameron
I thought it was Macca.
But it
Anyway.
didn't make much of a difference to the actual strike of the penalty. Young Larsson struck it very well.
Right.
We're talking about the Man United.
Yes, we are.
Like,
Yes.
He struck it very well. It's just the keeper
good
made a
save.
very...
Jan, would you do that?
No, I would never do that. I will do a lot of things to try to get him nervous before. I remember when I played against some of my teammates, Kjetil Rekdal, who was the captain of Hertha Berlin. When he was about to take the penalty, I said to him like 60 times in Norwegian that you will miss the penalty, and he missed the penalty. I will do things like that, but I won't do the other thing. But I will ask, can I ask Craig a question, if I may? Because we were talking about in the show. Now, if we were talking at the show about Larsson, the son of Henke, the legendary Celtic, but also Manchester United player, do you think that when he came on there, that was the kind of the story that he should take that penalty? Because as you were saying, he didn't have many touches. He just came on and did the penalty. That is not the perfect preparation, is it, for it to take a penalty?
No, but I don't think for 1 second that the manager is a young manager at Copenhagen. I don't think for 1 second they said, listen, you go on, this will be a great story. Your dad played for Man United towards the end of his career, a very famous player. Obviously, they felt he was the guy who was technically the best, at giving them the best chance to get something out of the game. I do agree, and I did say this in the show, I am surprised that it seemed to me as if, I can't remember him having a touch in the game before that penalty. Maybe there was one foul he gave away. So he didn't really see much action in the game itself, and the first real thing he's got to do is the biggest pressurised thing in the game from a Copenhagen point of view. So, look, it happens, but I was a little surprised that a guy so fresh on the field was taking the penalty.
Final question, Jules. If you were Ten Hag, would you keep playing Maguire when Martinez is fit, or drop him given his recent improved performances?
It's a good question. I still think that Ten Hag likes Lisandro Martinez a lot more than Harry Maguire. That's why they tried to sell Maguire in the summer, because the idea was very much to play Varane and Lisandro. So even if Maguire is doing better, we saw that against Sheffield United. I mean, tonight, okay, he scored a header. There was a couple of moments. I mean, the post that Copenhagen hit in the first half, Diogo Goncalves, came from a big mistake by Maguire, who was too sloppy on the ball. So he's still not Beckenbauer. But I know he's improving. This tonight was going to be really good for him and his confidence. I still think that Ten Hag will always fancy a fit Martinez ahead of a fit Maguire.
That's it. Jan, did we even establish where you are?
I am in Salzburg, in the hometown of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Oh, there we go.
What was he say?
Mozart.
Oh, yeah.
He's a classical musician.
You want to get some pictures up in that? Oh, I thought he was a... No, move on.
What were you going to say?
I'm thinking Picasso.
Oh, I wish you went all the way.
Oh, jeez.
I just caught the end. You just said classical music.
Between Tom Cruise and Mozart.
Yeah, I know.
You've been all over the houses here.
It's only into Stevie.
I'm turning into Nickel. Oh my God! I'm not Craig.
You're getting older, Craig. You're getting older.
It's getting to me. No, it's who I'm working with. They're getting to me.
Stevie's flying at the moment, and he sent me a video of him sitting behind an information booth at the airport, giving people advice, pretending that he worked at the airport. He must be
How do we know Mozart never drew pictures?
Well, there you are. You
Drew pictures on the side.
Mozart's lesser known quality were his cartoons.
Little side business.
Right, that is it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Just caught that one in time. Just caught it in time.
ESPN FC is back tomorrow. No Shaka, though, despite the fact Newcastle are playing. I think
I'm off tomorrow.
I thought you might be here.
Rest.
You're going to listen to a bit of Picasso.
What have you been doing?
I've been very busy, Dad.
Yeah, shouting at Paul Young.